Hi, everybody. I'm so excited. Amanda Setton is here. I have loved her as Brook Lynn and General Hospital. She's doing amazing work. I have not gotten to talk to her since Kimberly Andrews' days on One Life to Live, which is unfathomable to me. That's like years ago now.
Years.
Years ago. How are you, superstar?
I'm so good, Michael. Thank you so much for having me.
And are you enjoying Brook Lynn? Oh my gosh, she's like right up your alley, I feel. I feel like it's like, am I right? Did you feel like
Loving playing Brook Lynn. It has been such a joy, such a pleasure, genuinely a gift in my life.
Yeah. So you've had such dramatic scenes that we've watched you play with the whole Bailey Louise and the conclusion of the Peter August and the baby story with Kirsten. How did you get, those were really emotional scenes.
It has been an emotional, yes, it was an emotional few weeks of filming for sure. But, you know, I just felt so grateful that I got to do it with Kirsten and Josh and Wally, you know, Maxie and Chase and Ned, who I just hold so dear and I feel very close to all of them and feel very safe with. And so it just felt like a really nurtured, comfortable, vulnerable space to, you know, exist and just make choices, you know.
And you're a mom of 3, right?
I'm a mom of 3. So this really hit home.
I can imagine being in that situation or putting yourself in that headspace.
Yeah.
Being a mama yourself must have been.
Yeah, like that panic attack that Brook Lynn has, I was like really panicking. I actually needed a minute after shooting that scene. I needed a banana. Josh like actually was helping me breathe. Because I really breathing in that way, it's like your head knows you're pretending, but your body doesn't know. And so you kind of start to panic. So yeah, it was an intense few weeks for sure.
Yeah. So are you glad that that part of the story is over? Do you see her remaining in, obviously she's now Bailey Louise. So
right.
Brook Lynn would remain in her life as her mom.
Yes. Yes, Mama Brook Lynn, which was such a moving moment that Maxie gave to Brook Lynn. It was like so profoundly just moving. I think, you know, Brook Lynn finally felt seen and appreciated in a way, though she'd been appreciated by her father and validated by him and validated by Chase. I think that genuine validation from Maxie about her daughter was like very, very moving.
But also, yeah, I was going to say, and also because, you know, everybody's always down on Brook Lynn a lot of times, right? Like, she doesn't do anything for the right reason. She's manipulative. She's this. And here she was making this big sacrifice, right?
Totally. Yeah. Which was, again, like such a gift to play as an actor because, I mean, I love this genre. I will like praise daytime soaps, you know, from the rooftops. You just get to play as an actor so much story, you know, all the time. And these writers are amazing and they have such a sort of Google Earth perspective of the whole landscape of the whole cast and how everything fits together and how different storylines weave together and play off one another. And so to be able to play Brook Lynn as this like spunky, fiery, self-involved character to a scheming, conniving, you know, again, self-involved character to this mother with a heart of gold and, you know, showing such a vulnerability and such a love and care for somebody other than herself. And then also this sort of growing love interest and storyline and the relationship with her father. I just get to play so many fun, amazing things that if I was on, you know, if I was on another show, primetime show, maybe I wouldn't be able, you know, it's a joke here and there, which is great. But I love working here at General Hospital. It has been like, oh, it's been such a gift. I've so enjoyed it.
Did you ever think you'd be back on daytime?
No, never.
I was like, we're never going to see her again because I figured you're going to go have this big and you'll forget about all of us. But no, but I
ended up having a family and sort of taking some time off, and then Frank called, which was again such a big gift.
And we should say you worked with him on One Life to Live, so that's
yes,
right,
correct. Frank is the executive producer of General Hospital. He was the executive producer of One Life, and we've kept in touch all these years. And he went ahead and called me and was like, "Do you want to be Brooklyn?" And I was like, yes, sure. That
Sure.
sounds good to me.
How is it working with Josh? And then, of course, we always love the scenes where she's longing for him and thinking about him and lusting after him, and she can't figure out, like, do I go for this or what do I do? Like, how
Is
was
like
that?
every scene, no?
Like every scene, like, all right, Brooklyn,
Yeah.
hold your power.
I love working with Josh. He's such a delight. We're having the best time together. He's so sweet. He's such a good actor, such a pro. Really, really fun to play off of. And, you know, the way he's created the character of Chase, obviously him and the writers, but the way he's played him, it's such a fun dynamic for Brooklyn to play off of. You know, she's this like spitfire, you know, highly emotional, slightly impulsive individual, and here is this sort of like straight-laced cop. And I think the two of them together has just like really created such fire.
So will she now, when she comes back to town, I think she will go for this relationship?
We don't know yet.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
We don't know yet, but it's clear that they both have feelings. That's
Right.
now clear. I think it was unclear for a little while what was like really going on. But now it's like very clear that they both have feelings. It's just not clear to each other yet.
So is she worried about retribution from Valentine after all she's done, or anybody else in the family, or Austin, or anybody for what she did previously?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think she's so just in it right now with the mourning of losing and the grief of losing baby Bailey, and you know, her not being hers anymore. She's just trying to find her way. She's just trying to create some level of normalcy again. A lot of that is throwing herself into work at deception, and you know, she's just gotten back to town, or she'll just be getting back to town. So she's just starting to pick up the pieces. I think she's pretty lost. She's been pretty lost without this baby.
And then how do you feel about working with Wally as your dad? And more, will we see more Brooklyn and Ned scenes, because they have that contentious relationship, but then you can always see the love between them because the way both of you play those scenes. I mean,
I love Wally, and I feel such a like father-daughter bond with him, and I really have from the start. And so whenever I get to work with Wally, we have so much fun together, and there's just such a level of like ease and comfort with our, I don't know, our dynamic. It's easy. And so with that, I think, you know, I feel safe. I think Brooklyn feels safe. I think you really feel like he's her dad. Um, and so, yeah, I'm sure Ned and Brooklyn will have some scenes soon
uh,
enough.
have you had your favorite scenes that you've had on the show? Is it been the baby story? Did you have your favorite? Like, this was one of my favorite scenes I got to do since your time on GH.
Well, scenes I get to do and scenes I like the most aren't necessarily the same
Hey.
thing, Michael.
What?
meaning
Right.
I really enjoy a lot of like the Brooklyn comedy stuff that I've gotten to play over the time that I've been playing her, just bringing sort of a bit of lightheartedness to her, and, you know, like a shenanigans kind of quality to
Right.
her. Um, but the stuff I've loved to watch has definitely been this baby storyline, because it definitely, I don't know, grounded her in a way that I, even as an actor, wasn't expecting.
Yeah, it feels like she matured with like through the story. You evolved the
Totally.
character, and I think it takes a great actress to take us on that ride. You saw the evolution of her from not
Thank
being a
you.
spoiled brat, whatever, fun. You know, there's all those aspects to her, but you really saw the growth. And what's amazing, Amanda, is like I see what's online. I see what the fans' reaction are, and I know how they're loving you
Oh, I
in this
hope
role,
so.
because
Thank you so much.
I see this all the time, and I wanted you to know. I hope you submit yourself for the Emmys and don't.
Thank you. I
Good for
who
you.
knows?
Whatever.
Who knows?
I know it's a
Whatever.
game. I know it's a game from being a producer on the show of the Emmys, but I wanted to make sure you did that, because you got the work. It's all, you know, we don't know what people are going to judge or what they're going to do, but
Totally. Listen, I so appreciate that. And it's very humbling to hear that the fans are responding to the work and the writing. I mean, it's just also a testament to the writing, that they, if it's not there, we can't play it. So it's felt really, it just feels like everything has sort of aligned with the storyline, with this, with Brook Lynn and Chase. It just all feels very right. The way it's all sort of unfolding. And as an actor, it's such a joy.
What did Kirsten ever say anything to you after your scenes, these emotional scenes? Did you guys have moments together, or because she's
Of
a
course.
herself,
She's amazing. Kirsten is amazing. She's a powerhouse. She's such an amazing actor. Again, she makes such good choices, and she's such an easy scene partner to have because she's always so present, and she's reacting so honestly off of what you're giving that you just want to react honestly off of what she's giving. So, and Kirsten and I are really good friends. I just love her so much. So of course we would like just hold each other after some of these scenes because it was so emotional. It was really, those tears are not fake. Those moments are real, though we are pretending, we're acting, you're feeling it. And it's intense.
And when Roger Howarth came in as Austin, he was not, you guys had scenes. And had you worked with Roger at One Life ever?
We'd met, like we knew each other over at One Life, but our scenes never really crossed. I was with Clint Buchanan.
You were at Clint Buchanan. You were a stripper.
I was a stripper with a heart of gold.
Heart of gold stripper, but she did bad things.
She did do that.
Gold digger. But didn't she change by then? Didn't we end up loving her too?
She fell in love. She fell in love with Clint. Jerry Verdorn.
Jerry,
love him. What a pro.
Do you think that was your first big break? Was One Life, or?
It was at the same time that I was doing Gossip Girl, and Gossip Girl at the time was like it was a big show in New York.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you hope for Brook Lynn in the future here? What do you want to see happen for her?
I want her and Chase to either get together or get off the pot. I was kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. No, I hope that they fall in love. I mean, they're falling in love. It's just so clear. And again, like that's just been such a fun story to play because it hasn't just been, oh, they like each other and they get together and, they go on their way. It's been such a long time build and such an angsty push and pull and so many moments without even saying anything that the audience is reading in our faces and in our bodies. It's like, it's really electric. So I hope that for her. She deserves a love. She's been alone for so long.
She was a singer. So do you think they'd ever go back to that, or?
I think Brook Lynn's throat was slit. I don't think she can sing anymore. I don't think she can sing anymore, but music is not out of her future. I will say that.
And I was wondering, will she go back to the music biz? Will she go back into ELQ? But yeah.
I don't think music is out of her future.
Yeah, I could see you doing that.
We'll see.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you go. I know you have to get back to work. It's been so great to see you. You too. Thank you so much for, reaching out and wanting to do this and for all your kind words. I really, really genuinely appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Congratulations on a job well done. Thank you so much. Take care, Michael. Bye, Amanda. Bye-bye.